gravity sketch creature, and he actually I just dragged him in, and it was like, cool, it didn't crash everything. So, yeah, here, let me see if this is actually streaming.
Well, gravity sketch is remarkably good for.
Oh, I think he cut out again. Yeah, I think today's going to be one of those days, Crystal. Well, we can talk until he comes back and join us.
Talk about Augie.
Yeah, he's go for it.
I see him in
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now you're back. You're back. It's our interlude. When you disappear, we have an interlude. Go for it, Augie.
Right. Yeah, so I was just commenting on how cool the world is in here. This is a lot of fun, and just kind of saying that gravity sketch is like I'll be doing stuff in there. But, yeah, it's like really good for digital minimalism. It's kind of like reducing things down, so you can kind of so your polys aren't crazy, and because you can go into vertex count and everything else, it's nice, and it exports directly with colors, which is also like quite nice. So it separates everything together. So yeah, which isn't great if you try to print them. You've got to manually recolor everything to be monocolor.
Yeah, no, it's nice that it came in like beautifully. Here, I'm going to paste here in the chat. You can watch the stream. It's streaming on YouTube, so at least people can watch it if they're having issues here. YouTube, if having issues. Okay, cool. Okay.
YouTube should be solid.
Yeah, so maybe let's talk a little bit about maybe the emote and when you think it's going to be ready to go live so we can share with them. Uh-oh.
Cool. I mean, like emote's pretty much done now, which is great.
Awesome.
Thinking, how can I show you without cutting my audio away?
I have a Blender. Want me to open it on Blender on my end?
It may take you some time for me to upload it and to see how big a file it is. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Because you only have the emote. Let me just try this. Where is it? Try to upload it quickly. It's not like 15 meg. To see how things are going to work, whether Inter's going to like me or not. Because I sent you the emote file, which is literally just the emote. That's how to upload it to the central end. So yeah, like you can just you can literally plop it in into a.
So the GLB, the GLB I downloaded, I can actually view it elsewhere other than just, I don't know.
You can just pop it into development and you'll get like how it appears. When you try to publish stuff.
So if I open up
into Builder.
So Decentraland Builder. Okay, I don't know if it's going to crash everything if I open that up too, because I have OBS, I have Decentraland.
That's the only concern.
I'll try. You're like, it doesn't matter. Go for it. Okay, here. I'm going to share. Sign in. I'm going to try to share my screen right here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yes, it's me. Let me screen share real quick. Okay. Oh, this thing. No matter how much we repair, it's always nothing works. Come on, just work. Okay. It looks like it's letting me now log in. So now I can screen share. Not that. Screen share. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Can you guys see it? It is working a little bit slow. I mean, in world, it's having issues. Like it's a little laggy, but again, if you guys want to head over to the YouTube channel, you can view it there a little bit easier. So I'm in the Creator Hub. Okay, so what do I do now? Augie.
Right. Cool. Let me just open stuff up and know what I'm doing. So yeah, you just go to like create collection.
Um.
So you go to collections, create collection.
Am I blind? In the Creator Hub? See, there's scenes, learn.
Decentraland org builder collections. I'll just throw you an image into the chat so you can see what I mean.
Oh, you go to that in that's not the Creator Hub. That's just Decentraland. Like here, I'll jump in and it's another way.
Decentraland.org builder.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in create. I'll head over there. So yeah, not via the Creator Hub. Let me. Right. That's why I was like, that doesn't look like the right thing. Like,
oh yeah, no, it's not Creator Hub. It's literally just a builder. It's like the pre-publisher.
And now it's let me see. Okay. So
go then to create collection.
And
you can just name it anything like that. I've got like a folder like development, like dev, like all the things that I'm playing around with.
It's just not loading very fast for me. Can you screen share or no? It's gonna.
It's really slow for me as well.
Maybe it's just Decentraland. Oh no! Don't do that. Don't do that. So it should be under create. Hold on. Create overview. Yeah, it's not even.
You see the little picture essentially, like it's got like the big create collection.
Yeah, it's not. It's not even letting me.
Wearables or emotes, create collection.
It's not letting me go anywhere. Oh my god! Come on, DCL, you can do it. Well, I'm sure all of you guys know how it can be sometimes in here. It's just not loading. It's like really freaking slow. Yeah.
Right. Maybe how's about if I do like a preamble and then I'll show you in Blender and
yeah, let's do that.
And the other things, and then I'll kind of come back and then we can talk about it. So it'll be like, rather than show and tell, it'll be show then tell.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Show, tell.
Yeah. So can you do that? Can you show that?
Yeah. So I will show you in Blender what I've done, and also to kind of just frame it. We had like a theme, right? So it's like down the rabbit hole, effectively. So this is
Come on, Discord. Come on, internet gods. If they're on our side, they will help us through the struggles. We're in the sand, no water in sight right now. Wait, come on. I see the stream wanting to go live. Look, oh, there it is. Okay.
Just everything is just log jammed by AI robots.
Yep.
With each other, and this is where we're at.
I'm messaging him. I can see it. It's just yeah, this is why sometimes pre-recording things is the way, but it's so much fun. Ooh, there it is. He's showing us. Okay. At least it's working. It's recording. Can you see it? Yep, I see it. Yes. Cool. Okay. Oh, no way. Look at that, dude. That's so cool. That's awesome. Did you see it? Oh wait, it's not even screen sharing.
Oh shit!
Isn't that badass?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not streaming in world. This is so annoying. Dude, that's amazing. Love
It's
it.
have FOMO. Yo, everybody in world is so sick. I'm so sorry you don't get to see anything.
Head to YouTube to see it. It's awesome. Look at that. The hole appears and everything. I love how he's swimming down into it. That is so cool. This is one of the coolest emotes I've seen. I want a real helmet like that in life. I could just like a beanie. Okay. I think now the stream is working so people can watch it. Okay, now it's sharing on there. Oh, look at the close up. It's so cool. He's like a VR rabbit. Can you hear me, Rizzle?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, now the screen share seems to be working anyway.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, the main thing is it's recording, so. That is so cool. I love the flip dive.
Right? So it's so good. I really, so this is good. Like, I forget the program he said he was using. This is
Blender.
Aki's like,
he's using Blender, and he uses a Gravity Sketch.
Oh, that was the other one, Gravity Sketch. I'm like, and I know you're familiar with at least Blender. I don't know how much you use Gravity Sketch.
No, I use it a ton.
Aki's always really interesting.
Yeah.
Right. So
I've done videos about it.
I enjoy doing this with you, and Augie as well, because I feel like the tools that y'all use are like right adjacent to the ones that I use all the time, but I don't dive deep into them. And so seeing what Augie's been able to create is like pretty fucking incredible right here, because I'm about as good as these AI bots allow me to be. And technically I know it's possible to do something like this, but you really need like some fucking skill and expertise to get this shit right without burning through a year's worth of credits. So it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, and the animation stuff and the emote stuff, that definitely is a whole nother. I haven't done emotes yet, just wearables, but this is just so cool. I mean, because it's Augie. I knew he was gonna make something super badass, and yeah, and we're gonna make this edition. I think it's gonna be only 100 of these, and again, only if you guys have filled out the form. Everyone who's filled it out will get one. So if you haven't filled it out, be sure to fill it out. It's the only way these are going to be available. They won't be for sale. They'll just be right for
yeah. Fill out the form and then set the price on secondary market to like 200 each.
Totally. I'm not selling mine. I'm keeping mine. Let's see. Okay, that should link you. So, oh, look at it in the like he got it working with the actual. That looks so cool. I love it. Look at that. I love how she checks it to make sure her cool thing is on. That's awesome. No, he's showing us, like, it's just his audio doesn't work if he's showing us. Yeah. Yeah. He can only show or tell, not show and tell. That's so funny. I love that. I can only do one or the other. Okay, close stream. Okay, come join us again. Come talk now.
This is the next thing I need AI, and I know Blender has like some like incorporation with it, and maybe you can like help me understand too, but like this is the next thing I need, where like Blender has some sort of AI where I can just talk to it and it like does like micro refinements in it, and it's really intuitive and understands. I don't think we're there yet. Like
there are tools
with AI.
There are tools. I've used a few of them, like scripting and stuff, and I know I have like such a long list of things that I see, especially in like the Hyperfy Discord, of people like using these plugins to build things and generate things. So they do exist, so you can generate. Oh, he's coming back on, hopefully. Can you talk, Augie?
Cool. Can you hear me back?
Yes.
Can
Woo!
you hear me?
You did the show. Now you can tell.
Fantastic. Yeah. So you said the theme was down the rabbit hole, and it's kind of like thinking about, just when we do like deep dives or anything else, we kind of like we put almost like our blinkers on. We kind of go down that way.
Yes.
Quite intensely, and then with the whole kind of VR things, it feels like like diving with a VR is kind of similar stuff, but it's on a rabbit hole. So I had to put some like bunny ears.
Yes.
And the inspiration for those came from Appleseed. It's a manga stroke anime from late 80s manga and early 90s anime. So they've got like these kind of bunny ears. They call them bunny ears in there, which are like little kind of things. So they've got like little kind of these tech bunny ears, which
cool.
then further animated to kind of give it all that motion and accents and stuff like that. Like it's all about kind of fine details to basically sell the dive, and then have the comedic thing of going in. Like there's a few difficulties when we looking at about technically by going down the hole in DCL. One of them being is we can't literally put something through a hole because it may break the emote if we actually go through the floor, because then we're going through collider. So we've got to, we're mimicking how it's kind of going in there. And then for this one, I kind of made like 2 separate rigs and then put them into the prop rig. So there's elements at the bottom that are happening with a hole and lightning coming out and everything. And then there's stuff at the top. So there's quite a lot of like animation in there. It's all about getting that movement right and getting it in. But the thing is, like, AI tools, as good as they are, they're just not really there for fine control. Like, it's just, there's so much fine control that's required, like at every step of the way here. And then, but I mean, I've used the old GPT to kind of give me a hand when I was troubleshooting and getting things to work when, trying to kind of get it rammed in so it actually kind of works together. And then at one point, kind of I parented the bone itself. It was like, oh, I can't parent the bone. I've got to like weight paint it. I weight painted everything like on the whole, but then everything should have worked. But basically the NLA was already pushed down. So I had to like re-push the NLA down. So kind of weird things like that going back and forth. So it's really good for like troubleshooting all that, kind of, give me pointers rather than just going like, okay, so what do I need to do here? What do I mess up? But when it comes to like animation and fine tuning of like getting a little finger to move there, a little thumb to move in a different place, like it's, it's not that it's impossible, but it's as time consuming as animation.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's, you still have to go. But the worst thing is like you have to, like especially with LLMs, you have to describe everything. So I've been messing around with stuff like that's been coming out, and the thing is like you can get down almost to a frame, but then you have to describe everything in a frame, and it takes longer to describe by words than it does for you to like move something by like hand, which is like why we've developed the DCC tools like Blender and everything else, so we don't have to talk to it, right? So we can just like go like, oh, I'll grab this and move it there. And that kind of like makes it more precise and faster. So that's like the issue with it. But I kind of just want to have fun with this one and kind of make something that's kind of cool and hopefully that can be usable and really kind of take advantage of that 4-meter height as well. So
nice.
Like the avatar goes right to the top of it, and like it just kind of grazes it. So yeah, kind of just take advantage of the area that we have in there, and hopefully we can get like once we publish it, a bunch of these kind of floating around, like oh, I'm gonna go do a deep dive on that. Down the rabbit hole we go.
Yes, I love that.
Oops,
Oh, we're gonna have to film that once this is actually published. And I'm trying to upload it on my end too, just to see if I can get it working. Now it worked. Now it loaded, and all I have to do is drag that GLB into the emote thing to test it out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's taking a while.
That's it. It takes like a couple of minutes for this
okay.
actual, like, yeah, like, yeah, it took me like 3-4 minutes for it to kind of like
okay.
process it, even though it's a very small file.
Oh,
like
cool.
Less than a megabyte.
Okay, it's saying I'm gonna loop it. Category. What category would you call this?
I mean, I wouldn't really loop it because you can just press loop again.
Okay. Play once. Okay.
I can imagine this one, because you can loop it, but loops are more like, if you're doing something like, if you're doing like sitting motion or anything else. But here it's like, going down a rabbit hole, and then you can just press the button again, right? Or press something else. So it's I think it kind of like
yeah,
works
I see.
better in that way.
Yeah.
Because it's quite long to go. It's like the full length.
Oh, awesome.
Of all 300 frames.
You did a lot. It looks awesome. I love I know it's not.
When you start animating, 300 frames sounds like a lot, but you go like.
That's not. Yeah. What was the name of the anime that was inspired? You said Apple something? Apple Seed? Apple. Oh, I think we lost him. Did we lose you?
Apple Seed.
Appleseed. Yeah. Okay, you're back. Appleseed. That's cool. It also reminds me, of course, whenever I see rabbit ears.
Appleseed?
Yeah. I wrote it. Okay, cool. I'm saving the.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're back.
Awesome.
Hey, what's up?
Appleseed. You can just Google it. You'll see what I mean.
Awesome. And anything with rabbit ears, I always have to think of Donnie Darko, but it's cooler than Donnie Darko because even though I love Donnie Darko, the rabbit in that. So when it comes to making like emotes like that, like what is your first, like how do you start that process? Do you start sketching on paper? Do you dive right into what do you do?
Yeah, well, it's been a little bit of a while since I made one. So I have to like remember everything basically. So the first thing is like open the central documentation and then reread everything again.
Yep, I know the feeling.
and things have changed. Yeah, and the thing is like when you don't open it for like a couple of months, it's like oh this has changed. So something's changed as well, which is always good stuff. I mean, I haven't really. They've got like particles in, and because I was already doing quite a lot of stuff in here, I was like, oh, we'll leave particles for separate things sometimes in future because it's afraid it'll be just quite a lot, almost too much. Because the thing is, like, the more stuff you put in there, the more things can go wrong, and then when you have to troubleshoot something, there's like, it can take some time. So then I'll kind of like, for this one, I picked up the sketchbook and had a little espresso and drew a bunch of sketches, kind of just to see what can come out of my mind. And I think I had like when we talked initially, I had the idea of like the rabbit going down a rabbit hole, and I'd showing you that GIF that I remember. It's like a Bugs Bunny, like the old school one, kind of just going in. So yeah, like a Bugs Bunny being one of my favorite animations when I was a kid. So
yeah, me too.
Quite into my mind.
I love Bugs Bunny too.
So I was looking for. It's so much fun. So much fun, man. But I was looking for like an action which can take a while rather than because there's loads of like really snappy ones going down a rabbit hole. But something, and then when I got to the point of like technical restrictions of like I can't actually go into the hole because I'm going to the ground, then you kind of think like how can you work this out? One option is to raise the hole up, but then Rook is full of volcanoes, so it's a bit weird. And the other one is kind of to be going towards the rabbit hole and it's like drawing you in and all the kind of lightning and stuff like that's coming at you. So that's where I kind of opted. So once you have the idea down, then it's kind of animating. So usually I would animate the body fully before adding any props, just to see whether you can sell the whole emotion when it kind of it works, right? And you kind of just block animate it, kind of just make sure everything's working and you're major moves are working. Basically, your main keyframes. So like there's a pose at a button, do standing poses. Then it kind of like gets ready. The headset will go onto that, and then it kind of jumps up, makes a salto towards the front, and then it kind of swim pose 1, swim pose 2, and then it kind of lands, and then it's back again to the norm. And when that's kind of like working, then I would add the headgear to see whether it'll work with that. And then when that's working, then I'll go over the entire animation in detail and kind of animate probably every second, every third frame, sometimes every frame at some point.
Oh, wow.
Kind of things like, where we feel like the ears are a big one, because like the ears kind of be floppy a little bit, even though they're mechanical. So kind of like add in extra animations to those, and like just make sure that everything's kind of working its way. And then in the end, I'll do like the final drop of the whole, and then probably spend like almost a day of making sure everything works. As the amount. It's like, is this correctly rigged? Is this connected to this? Is this bone connected to the other bone? Do I need to like reparent this, reparent that? Is that correct?
Man.
Why is that breaking over there? That's over there. But like, I tend to like prefer to kind of put like that digital human print on first, and then refine it. So it starts off fairly raw and kind of almost as a sketch, the animation itself, and then it gets more and more refined, like you're sculpting something. And I guess that's where I work generally, even when I'm like doing anything in VR or anything else. I'll block things out, do like a sketch, I'll do like a rough version, and then go into it more and more. So when it comes to like motion as well, you go into it more and more, and then you leave all the troubleshooting right at the end, because that way it's like a nice little kind of session of stress, kind of like go through, make a very calm cup of tea, maybe like mint or chamomile, have some snacks that's ready, and then just kind of crunch through it at a pace. And then sometimes you go back and forth. Sometimes you think like, oh, maybe like I can add something extra. I can move this here, move this there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious. I know you were saying that you hadn't done one of these in a while, made an emote in a while, and I have not actually ever messed with actually trying to build an emote for a DCL or anywhere. And I was just curious, like, at this point in the tech, like, how easy or difficult is it for someone with like really no entry level knowledge of how to make something at, like, obviously this is like peak sophistication, because you're like, you looked at like the boundaries of what you can do here, and you're like, all right, I'm taking it right to the top of the ceiling that the emotes can go to. But I'm like, if someone just wanted to like mess around with this and build something very simple, is that like user friendly yet, where like someone who's very entry level can come in and do that, or does this still require like some level of technical aptitude beyond just like being able to talk to a robot and it pick something out for you?
Well, I mean, like when we say like basic level, how basic we're talking? Like, I would imagine like if you have a basic knowledge of Blender, you can probably get on. And I mean, you can like have like an AI to guide you through. I mean, DCL documentation is also very good by itself.
Okay.
And I mean, the biggest differential will be the less experienced you are, the longer it's going to take you, because like you'll spend a lot of time going like, okay, well, where is that menu button? All right, there it is. Sure. As opposed to like, okay, I'll do that. I know where the menu button is. So it's one of those, like, it's kind of like it's like knowing how to fly a plane, right? You've got like
right.
You can get from A to B, and you can go for the instructions, but you have like 1,400 different buttons to start off with. And
Yeah.
most of the time, but every now and then you need to press other ones. Like, that goes on, does that go on? Yeah. So that's, and you can work it out. Like, it's straightforward. The instructions are pretty much straightforward like that. But you'll find like, okay, so is that the right thing? And where is that button? Where is that menu that goes here? And then open this menu like that, and then go to the pose mode. And yeah, so and because you're not going to be using shortcuts like on your keyboard, it's going to take you longer. So you'll have to go by mouse each time to go open it up and everything else. But you know, that's how we learn. Like, you know, it's like anything else. Like,
Sure.
it's like learning any other skill, like a physical skill. You know, you start off slowly, right, and kind of go through paces as much as you can and everything else, and you go slowly or simply, and then you build upon it. So it's the same thing. I'd probably say like you probably have to like make something simple, like in maybe half a day. Yeah, like it's and because like
Cool. Yeah,
you can grab
no,
like
that's helpful.
yeah, you can grab the Avatar rig from DCL. They've got like a very good rig already, and it's got like IK and everything else, and inverse kinetics and all that kind of stuff, and it's all very well set out. So yeah, you can kind of like mess around, make something cool, and I think it'll be fun to kind of like make something which doesn't necessarily look physically realistic or great, like kind of break bones and like just make like a mashup of stuff. Now that I'm thinking about it, that'd be quite cool to do. It's like and now this Avatar is just too much. Like all the bones went deformed, just like bleh. So you know, like stuff like that could also be fun, right? But like the cool thing is like it'll keep your feet on the ground, it'll keep your knees pointing the right way. So most of the simple stuff it's going to gear towards. It's when you're starting to do like more advanced stuff like flipping things around and everything else, you got to get a bit more involved with moving things around. And it could be like a case of like, what do these little circles mean? And you know, you almost going to have like a rudimentary knowledge of rigs to kind of like mess around in like more advanced ways. But just to kind of get the character moving, yeah, that'll be cool. You can kind of like work it out. I haven't really played around with emotes of mapping any mocap data. So like mocap data is one of those things. It's really easy to capture, and it works great when it works great. It's real finicky pain in the backside to kind of like tweak it to that 100%. Like you can get it to like 95% there really easily, but at 5% it's just so finicky.
Yeah.
Really long time. He's like, he's gonna. But you know, kind of just to brute force it, like you get 95% there. A lot of times you get away with it. You're like doing film, so you're like framing something.
Yeah.
So that's all right. But within the whole kind of like metaversal worlds, and you know, when we looking something like true 3D or in virtual, we don't have that luxury of this is your framing. It's like it's got to look kind of like it's got to work from every angle. You can't just be like, yeah, it works from that angle, it's fine. Just look at me from like this particular angle. It's going to work from every angle. So that means it's additionally difficult. We're kind of recreating the mimicking of the real world, of the symbolic real world in the digital mainframe, in effect. So yeah.
No doubt. Oh, dude, my strategy is to not do what you're suggesting and learn little by little, and just to hold out until the AI bots get good enough for me to not have to do that. However, this is the funny thing: in essentially waiting for AI to get good enough to do these things that I want to do, and essentially testing them all out and trying to get them to do things unsuccessfully, I've actually slowly learned little by little how to, you know, talk to these different AI programs and learn which ones are better for which thing and everything. And we're definitely not, AI image generation has finally gotten to the point where you can really stick the landing if you know how to talk to like a good image generator, and you can like load it up with graphics and tell it like the vibe that you want. And you know, at this point, I can almost like one shot like a banner for the whip or something like that. But most other things are not nearly that level of precision, and you can do exactly what you were just saying. You can like, if you're really good at talking to these things, you can get something like 95% of the way there, but like shit. If you don't have the technical acumen on the back end to know how to do some stuff to tweak things, you end up spinning in circles with these bots for like way too long. And so, I appreciate what you're bringing to the table, and I'm fully aware that that when you're saying little by little, like I know you're a master of your craft, man. You've been at this for a very long time, learning little by little, and so I'm gonna wait on the box a little bit longer to try and make something nearly as dope as you have. But it sounds like we're not even quite there yet with like I would really love to just like be able to start prompting emotes, you know, kind of thing, and I mean that requires a lot of, you know, it sounds easy, but I know it requires like a sophisticated back-end program to execute it well, and that program right now is named Augie, and he's real.
Well, I mean, the irony with everything is like to get really good at AI, and then you kind of to get it to prompt exactly how you want to prompt, you have to know the vernacular, the vocabulary of what you're trying to describe it. And to get to that vocabulary and to know how to describe it, you have to go through the process of knowing how to do it, which is like, you know, so that's the irony of it. Like people who are really good with like with film are really good at like getting good results out of motion AI because they spent so long and they know exactly like, okay, I want this kind of like a zoom lens, going to go in this way, and I've got like, you know, a frog angle here and then a Dutch angle there, so they can like shoot through it. So if you don't, and then you want to stop at this point and then start at that point, so they can kind of do that quickly. But like with some of the newest stuff like Seedance 2, which is obviously super cool, like some of the best prompts are like a mini essay. They're huge. Like, how did you get that? Like, these are my prompts. And you look at it and go like, yeah, I figured. Like, it's, you have to kind of like talk a lot to it to get it out of there. But I mean, it should be like relatively possible to kind of create animated things like emotes, because you know they're not like hyper realistic. It's not like AAA gaming we're doing here, so it's a bit more kind of fun and everything else. And you know, the thing is like so much effort has been put in by these companies into creating like gen art and creating like LLMs, and they're all kind of trying to make the, you know, the one to rule them all AI effectively, which I always kind of think like, you know, the technology is so good that we kind of almost need 10 years to kind of develop apps and things with it, rather than kind of like keep pushing it incrementally for like 1% forward. So maybe we will have that kind of like a plateau in effect, and then it can start making like apps like, you know, you can tell it, can you make me a running emote? Can you like do this and that and that? Because all of it is just manipulating data in Blender, and literally manipulating by like, you know, 0, 0, 0. It's not like complex stuff when it comes to like each of the steps, right? And and just the fact that you can probably build an app doing that, thinking about it.
I'm thinking my brain is going in the same direction, right? It seems like it'd be possible to potentially vibe code something like that would allow people to do it in simple ways. But this is where like exactly what you're saying comes into play. Like me describing this very loosely to AI, maybe I'll get there eventually, but I'm going to burn a lot of credits versus someone like yourself who knows like exactly, you know, how to explain what we're going for here, even though I like get it.
Well, look, you can link up a codex. It's much cheaper than Claude, much cheaper. And I mean, I've done like some larger projects.
Codex. Oh my god, here we go.
Yeah, you just kind of hook it up to GitHub. So like just open a GitHub in a obviously different email. Open a new email, like that's not connected to anything you ever did, and connect GitHub to that, and then give us a GitHub account, and then connect that to Codex, and then you can just start making stuff in there. And you know, if you're like trying to obviously like host some things and use servers, all that does cost, but just to kind of see whether things work, that doesn't cost anything. And I mean, I've done like transfers of like kind of quite complex 4K surround renders and other things, and I haven't really ever run out of kind of credits, and I'm only on the medium plan. So it's not the cheapest one, it's medium one, like $20 a month. So yeah, like that's and I know that the thing with Claude is Claude just gains your credits.
I know. Claude just it's like devours credits. I'm like, what the hell did I do? It's like every day it tells me you're already used up. I'm like, I did 2 things. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of issues because all of them have like basically chain of thought. So
yeah.
this is like the advancement like a year ago. So it's like, oh no, we're not going to give you like the direct answer. We're just going to do all these things underneath it. So then when you get a correct answer,
Right.
actually it made like funny things like the thinking part. You know, the thinking part is just it having like a chain of thought, like it's doing various functions before it gives you the answer out. Now there's cool stuff that kind of came out recently that I think is going to solve a lot of these problems. There's a company called is it Talas, with double A, Talas, and they basically burnt an AI model into a processor chip directly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's a tiny little processor chip, and they've just tried out I think that the first one that is just an 8 billion parameter model of like an old llama, the Meta one.
Yeah.
And now they're doing an 81. So, and you kind of think, oh, well, that's a really small model. It's not as powerful frontier models. Yeah, sure, but it's like literally 65,000 times faster.
Oh, 65,000 times. Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy fast. So it's not basically having to go to a cloud server, do all of that, sending things. It's literally it responds at the speed of light, which is basically what it is. So that's the response time. So it's a crazy speed. So now you have to think about having these kind of chips which can go into things. Then we really talk about smart tech, which can stuff like that can go into a new generation of a phone, and then can connect to a bigger one, but then it can process all the basic small things on there. So that's just a new tech that's kind of coming out. The other cool stuff as well, have you guys seen The Fly?
The movie?
No. But they've uploaded a Fly.
Oh yes.
System
Yeah, I saw that video. I was watching that the other day.
into the metaverse.
Yeah.
I read a paper recently. Finally. Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so cool. So basically what it did, they looked at it's a fruit fly, so really simple. Look at a really simple neurology, and then they mapped it and uploaded it. And then it gave it the body. So they gave it the exact body as the fruit fly would have, but it's digital body. So it's it's very rudimentary, but it has the same levers and everything else. And they basically uploaded the mind of a fruit fly into the digital body and gave it 0 instructions. And it goes around like a fly. It goes around it tries to eat something, cleans itself and everything else like a fly does. Because the neural mind of a digital is impacted by the digital body it has. So that's crazy stuff.
That is crazy stuff.
Yeah, literally, it's kind of digital creature in literal sense. There's 0 instructions or master prompts or anything else. None of that. It literally just as important as it is.
Was it this video?
Cool stuff like that's coming out.
This video, this fly, yeah. So, yeah, it's
crazy.
Somebody else's video.
So in the whip parcel.
Here's its neural network. I know. Well, we can make our own. I bet you can. I mean, you can vibe code that. You vibe code a hype that does that easily. I think that would not be too hard.
Right? No, you're right. It's so crazy the tech we have at our fingertips, and sometimes I'm just like, oh my god, there's just not enough time in the day to start cranking on all the ideas that continue to pop up, and I'm like, oh my god, this would be so cool, but it's tough to fucking stay focused when there's these many cool implementations of all this shit right now.
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm gonna have to jump in a minute, man.
No worries,
I'm sorry, dude. I was just gonna say I'm gonna have to jump in a minute, man. But in a couple minutes. But I just want to say thank you, man. And you're a fucking legend, and your emote is absolutely top notch here, man.
I love it.
Oh, dude, man, it's so good to chat again. Yeah, it's good to kind of catch up, and hopefully we'll see each other IRL again soon.
Hell yeah. Good thank you, Fractilians, for hosting this and everything. Actually, I got a great screen grab when everyone was on horses in the back here.
Oh, cool.
The show on GCL.
Yeah, Fred, the elves put on a show. The Fred, the Mary, and the J elf.
Shout out to the elves and the audience and everyone who came through. Thanks everybody. Thank you, Fractilian. Thank you, Augie. It's been a blast and always so good to reconnect with somebody who's such a legend out here. So, thanks everybody. See you out here.
See you later. Yeah, I have to leave in a couple minutes, but maybe one quick question before you leave. So, I guess I could just mint this here. That way, I could pay for it. And then I guess before I do that, I guess the things I would want from you is maybe a little description and what you think the categories and tags should be. That way you don't have to pay for this part and then me just send you money. Or what do you think would be the easiest? Sure. Or are you actually done with it, or do you need to do any final touch-ups?
No, I'm fully done with it. So yeah, you can like publish it straight from there.
Okay, cool.
That'll work.
Is there anything you want to add for the description?
Yeah, I can leave it to you. Like, just put me in a tag.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Just add a tag of your worlds and probably like the tag of this session as well.
Augie Worlds and immersive arts community. Is there another tag that you use? Because I think, can I add you as a collaborator?
I'm not sure.
I think you can. And this is down like that, right? Titled like that, down the rabbit hole. It looks really cool like that.
Yeah. It comes. It should load straight up in DCL when you put it in. Okay.
The description.
So yeah, and obviously you gotta. The next step is like when you fill everything in, and we said like legendary as well. So
yeah, legendary. Yeah.
Limited edition.
Very limited.
99. Because I'm pretty sure you could give me one. Yeah, and then when you go to publish, you basically then have to go to QA, quality assessment, and then someone's gonna reach out to you and say this is cool, and if there's any issues, let me know. But I think it should be fine. Okay, what can we make up? Maybe we can. Let's collaborate on the description. What comes to mind that I should put here? I don't know what to put. I'm gonna blank. Going down the digital rabbit hole. Oh, I love that. Perfect. See, that's it. Down the your headset and go down the digital rabbit hole. See, what was the first part? I said like just going down the digital rabbit hole. Okay, perfect. I think that's good. Because the thing is, like, the descriptions of when you get the emote, the description is very small. Yeah. Really, like when it's to read. So yeah. So what else do I need to do? I guess. Type. Oh, type. So I put it in as miscellaneous, but you can put it as fun or something like that as well. But yeah. Under category or utility. Yeah, that's it. Whichever one you think is most useful. There, diving down the rabbit hole for utility, right? I'll just keep copy and paste the same. I'll just do the both. Okay, doing this live, everybody. Okay, now what is it? What does it need? It doesn't keep letting me. It's missing something. Huh. I'm not sure what it needs. That's you have like your description, your utility, your category, your rarity, your play mode. If not, I can try do it again later. I just thought it would be fun if we can actually. Right, and your tags, you put everything in. You go to save. It's blocked out. Oh, there. Okay, save. I added one more time. If you go, right, yeah. Sometimes you just need. Maybe that's it. Enough things in there. Okay, then it's saved.
It should. There we go. Oh,
And then
there.
you have like
There it is.
then it's like ready to submit, and then you submit it.
Okay. Where do I submit?
So let me just show you what it looks like.
Okay.
Just pop up a little. So you should have a menu.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see that too. I just don't know what to
Refresh.
do. What to do now? Like it says ready to submit. Do I need to do anything else? Like, how do I actually like ready to submit?
I think you just submit.
There's no button though.
Oh.
Does it do it automatically?
Oh, I think you need to publish collection.
Oh, you need to do what?
Publish collection.
Where do you do that? Oh, I need to put it in a collection. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Rabbit hole.
Yeah. And then.
Oh, but I don't want to
confirm the items.
Rabbit hole.
Then you go into everything else. You may want to like read this like, in due time rather than like rushing it.
Okay. Maybe. Oh, I want it to be not rabbit hole test, just rabbit hole, right? Or down the rabbit hole. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I want it to be your name is the awesome name. Your name is the cool name. See, I'm listening to the master here. It's like, take your time before you do something stupid. Correct?
Yeah. You may want to just read it. It's been like, last time I did this was for that for the emote with with six arms emote from the Scotoros. So it's been like almost 6 months. So things may have changed. So maybe like, yeah, you do this, and eventually like, oh, you don't do it anymore.
Oh, email. Let me put fractillions. Continue. I need to get more mana. Okay, this is $100, man. I'm gonna get some.
Still $100.
Yep.
Yes, so that's like 10,000 mana right now.
Yeah, it's like 10 million mana.
Yeah, like it's the market has been flat.
Yeah, things shift though. Hopefully things will shift again, but
do like another 4 years.
I know.
We're in what they call a bear now. So
we've been in a bear, I think, for like 5 years, like for a long ass time.
You were like a bull for like 3 months.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's the thing. Like we were so hopeful, but even then, I wasn't drinking the hopium. I was just like,
no one was.
No.
Only BTC went up, and everything else kind of like did like the smallest amount of going up, and then crashed like actually 3 days later.
Yep, I know. That's the.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat on high, like, oh, it's gone. It was like that joke, like, here's your money, like, and it's gone. Like what? Like, but that was supposed to last. It should be like, no, it's all gone. Like you've gone like back down to lower than it was before. Like, yeah, but I mean, I remember like the 22 crash. We went all the way down to I want to say like 600, 700 E.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it went low down, really low down, and it didn't seem like it's going to come out for quite some time, and then it kind of like took almost a year to kind of crawl back up to like over 1,200. So yeah, like, as people say, like we just need to zoom out.
Okay, I am paying for it right now. Confirming and paying. Let's see. Come on, let's work. That way you don't have to like transfer me the stuff. I'll definitely be sending you some. I'll send Rizzle some. I'll keep some, and then the rest of the community gets. And whatever left over, I'll just send you a bunch, and Rizzle a bunch, and me a bunch.
I wonder what he could put it in a dispenser in your space.
Oh, it didn't pass. My credit card, it did not like. God, why?
I had issues with cards.
Oh, really?
And I thought it's because I'm in UK.
Oh, okay. No, but it's giving me the same. I've never actually tried to buy anything this way.
Yeah, like, well, I bought some NFTs on card before in real life.
Oh, okay.
Kind of just like, yeah, like Metaguy's fix something up, and it was literally like, so it just there's like a tap. Because here in UK we've got like tap cards, you just tap it. So it's literally
Oh,
like a tap, and I bought it, like, yeah, and then I got it like in a little wallet, and like, ah, a digital wallet. It's like, oh, that's kind of crazy. So, but the only thing is that then you have to transfer from there to your other wallet if you want to. Um,
I'm gonna
but
try.
it's a pretty seamless method of doing it.
I'm trying it one more time. If not, then I'll just have to buy some mana and do it the other way. Let's
Yeah,
see.
the mana way doesn't work.
Yeah, but we're so close. We're so close. Nope. Ah, you suck. Okay.
Yeah, that's like I've tried it before, like with cards, and it never worked. And I just thought it's because it's. I mean, I guess like DCL is international, but there's always like a big lean towards the states. And I thought it's just the case of like, probably just the banks here aren't linked up to something or other, but maybe there's other issues as well.
Yeah, and right now, let's see. Yeah, this part always takes a while. Like and it's so weird. I swear I had more money in my wallet. Now it's all gone, which is a scary thing.
You probably did if you just became less money.
It's like, no. Why can't it go the other way? Come on. Everyone's always talking about, losing all their money, and now it's like, God damn it.
4K.
That's already been happening with
No,
all of my investments. It's just gone to shit. I don't even look anymore. I'm just like, that money doesn't exist anymore. It never existed. Even when it was high, I was like, it's not real until you actually use it. And then it makes it so like it's harder to look at it, but also part of me is like, well, I knew what I was getting into, so, well.
As I say, the real money is the friends that make along the way.
Exactly. That's pretty much it. We're both like, let's look at the bright side of the fact that all our hard-earned money over the last 5 years has gone to shit. But it's definitely been a fun ride, and part of me is like, yeah, I think once AI takes over, I'm just going to be farming and printing I've been building my Silkscreen Studio out again over the last 2 years. Ooh. So yeah, I can't wait to share you that, because I used to have a studio. I used to run a studio, like an art studio, like with like Teen Art Center, and like here, and then I had one in my old house. That house sold, and then we're building a shed that became a casita, and now it's so expensive to build like anything, So right now we have like the main chunk, the insulation's going in, the electrical, the boxes, like all these things. Man, like windows are $1,000. You're like, fuck, like that's crazy, and that's not even getting to the lights and the paneling, and then. But yeah, once it's ready, I'm definitely gonna do a lot of like live stream, because I want to do like mixed media, like silkscreen, digital world building stuff, and I'll definitely have to have you on there to give me ideas, because it's fun. Have you done a lot of silk screening ever, or? Oh, you cut out. I think we lost Augie. Augie, I can't hear you. Oh, maybe that's just. It crashed. He's back. Are you back? Hello? Yeah, you're back. I was like, oh, it's the universe saying end. End.
My phone, like, whenever I'm on any conversation longer than an hour, it just goes like, whoa, what are you doing? It's because I just got data. No, I did some silk screening back in uni.
Oh, cool.
Did poster work and stuff like that. Like one of my friends, he ended up opening a print shop.
Oh, wicked.
Up north in UK. Yeah, like I think it's still there. Like it's been there like last time I was visiting. That's like 3-4 years ago.
Nice.
He's doing fairly well. He kind of started. He got like a lot of contracts with with music venues and bands and stuff like that. And because they're like in a larger city, they get like a lot of kind of concerts going down. So that's good enough for him and his partner kind of to work it. You know what I mean? Plus they do like cool posters and everything else and cool T-shirts and stuff. So yeah, like we did some screening back in uni. Kind of really simple stuff. Like I think the most complex stuff I did is like 3 layers down. So, and you know, it's always fun when you're like kind of cutting out your template and everything else, and then you get like your little knife and kind of try to combine it together. Like, okay, that's there, that'll be there. Okay, just yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I've done all like the stenciling, the photo emulsion, I had everything. I need to buy a lot of the stuff again because it's like now, like I just, my flash dryer's like older and like, yeah.
Yeah, there's I don't know what it's called. Like that, I did a full animation with that. Like, it's like a thick, plasticky like
Plastisol?
card, but quite thick.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have special tools to cut into it.
Yeah, vinyl. You can do vinyl cuts. You can cut vinyl, and that can be your stencil.
It's not a vinyl cut. It's something different.
Oh, cool.
But you kind of create like it looks like a wood cut in the end.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I did like a lot of because it's all printmaking. Did a lot of prints with those and like made a little animation with them as well, and also made like a full alphabet with it. Then I kind of loaded into font. And I think it's called font. And then you can kind of get like a full alphabet. You can kind of type like basically made a font.
That's cool.
What's it called? Like glyph something. Yeah, this is a while ago. But this is like I was talking to like some kids because this is what I do now a lot. And kind of trying to explain about technology, how it moves. And when I was in uni, we had like the printmaking kind of part of our course, which is making marks to print. And I remember like when we had literally printing books, then we had like the steel metal kind of glyphs for each letter. And you kind of do that arrangement and you kind of combine all that and make a kerning go. And you basically press it on and print it.
Oh, like, that's sick.
Yeah, printing. And then you do bookbinding, all by hand, obviously. And that's when we did like a lot of printing. So you have like this, it's not called gesso, it's like, I'll remember it. But I've probably still got it somewhere around the studio in some deep box. But yeah, so you do that kind of printing straight on. Then you do silk screen printing.
That's
obviously
so cool.
silver printing when you kind of did photography and everything else. So you kind of did a bit of everything really to kind of try it out. But yeah, like it's some of these technologies. I mean, that one was like replicating the wood print, which we didn't do because that's more expensive and like harder, right? Like you got to properly chisel that in. But yeah, it's you can kind of make art out of anything really.
Yeah, this is here. Let me show you this. I just found my Etsy. This is like the kind of printing my teacher taught me. He's the one. Michael Roman. He did stuff for Carlos Santana. He's like really famous silk screener, like stencil. And this is
cool.
This is like here. You can see this little technique that he taught me. So you can, I do paper stencils, and then those become like the Photoshop layers, and then I can do a whole bunch of really. Can you see the video?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
So this shows you like the. Oh, it didn't show the reveal. Well, the reveal is the images aren't even showing up. Let's see if it shows you. Well, the fun part is you can do anything with. I have like he had seriously like he would do murals in restaurants with hundreds of stencils and just like you can do infinite variations. Like basically like your screens become your layers like in Photoshop, and then your paper stencils make it so you can mix and match 10 million different ways because depends on how you want to print it. Like each image on my screen is not like, oh, I only can use it one way. I can use it in whatever way I want to compose it, depending on how I'm going to arrange it. So yeah, that's how a lot of my silk screen is, like all like that fun. Like so every shirt I do wearable art shirts. So I haven't done it for a while, but for years I sold it in hemp stores, and it was just so much fun because it was just all custom, weird, like psychedelic kind of stuff. So let's see. And I don't know, none of these are really loading, but it's so fun. It's so addictive because then it's like a creative process versus like, oh, I'm going to make the same print. Like each time it's a different iteration. So
yeah, completely.
and then
Like you can just change a couple of small things, and because it's like it's real life, so it means that just like paper is always different, materials are different, things are
totally.
different.
Yeah, I'm so bummed it isn't even showing this. Nothing is working today, but yeah, once I get my studio up and going, you're definitely gonna have to. I'll be doing a bunch of live streams, and it's just fun. I love getting messy. I love making paper stencils. I love doing ink, and then you can always add that. Like, what I want to do is like you could do a QR code and then add that like AR component, like something trippy and like I don't know, mixing and matching and like here's my 2D version, and then you can enter the world and all that, whatever you want to do. Like it's just fun when you can intertwine it all, and it's something.
Also,
Oh, what?
like also like it just made me think like with the preponderance of digital imagery and kind of AI created imagery, like it's kind of been taught mostly on the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the same way that most of the human written experience isn't on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
like something like 95% of everything that's written by humans isn't on the internet at all. It's in huge libraries around the world and storages. Things like people wrote letters to each other.
Yeah.
All that stuff isn't on the internet. It's very small amount of stuff that's been scanned at all. And there are historians who are like scanning this stuff, but there's no demand for it, right? Same thing for visual arts. Like everything's been trained on like visual arts that are like obviously like all the artists are kind of like taking photos of their stuff with social medias and everything else. But still, that's just a fraction of stuff that human beings made over like a very long period of time.
Yep.
So yeah, like doing something in real, like it's almost like a cheat code for the digital world.
Oh, here, my prints finally showed up. Here, let me show you some of them because I think you'll. Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm excited to like get printing, but it's going to be a while. So you can see some of these are like like bike related and stuff, but like here, let me show you the ones that I think you would like. Like here's the mushroom god. And it's glow in the dark, so it's like the Aztec symbols on the back. This is a big everyone loved this one, and I did a lot of course I worked with just here like some weird frogs, some trippy art stuff, crop circles. Like this one I did, like these are the ones that took a long time, like this style. This is all paper mask too. You can see like paper mask and blue tape, and so each one is like a real wearable art piece of like tessellations and fractals. And so yeah, that's what I love doing the most. I love it when like the art, like the t-shirt becomes it's just the medium for like this for creating whatever the hell I want to create on it at that moment. Oh, where's my but it's so much fun. Like I've taught that for so many years. That's what I miss teaching. I used to teach at workshops in Hawaii, workshops in Santa Fe, and it's so much fun because everyone creates, like it's so cool to see what people create. Yeah, this is all like a lot of Aztec. You can see like these are old like Aztec Mayan stuff, and I like mixing and matching stuff like that. And then yeah, it's fun. So
totally, like it's and also like when you teach someone like a technique, the skill range can vary like so much. Like if someone's like very visually accomplished, someone who's not, and they can each make like a really interesting piece. It's also kind of like meaningful to them.
Yeah,
like it's like the first audience of any art piece is yourself, right?
Totally.
So it's like a lot of times we just make stuff to like scratch our own itch. Like, yeah, that'll be really cool. So when you get to see it first, like, yeah, it works. There's something really cool about that. And like when it comes to like literal wearables, you get to wear it.
Yeah. These are all weird literal wearables, and it's just a cool bunch of characters that you always get to meet.
Cool.
And like and like doing art prints is a lot of fun, but t-shirts are so much easier to sell. Like that's what I've made the most money on in art, is just selling cool weird t-shirts, but not like t-shirts that I did. Not I've done orders and stuff like that, but I just rather do my own weird stuff and then sell them as is. Like here's my weird.
Well, it's like a lot of times people are like, well, what shall I do with this art piece? Shall I put it on a wall? Shall I put a sculpture in?
Yeah,
All that requires to like a big house, like a big place to put it in. Like,
totally.
there's a lot of people who are like a lot more flexible when it comes to living arrangements.
Yep.
And it's not even to do with like how well off they are. Like some people just travel a lot.
Yep.
And this kind of art you can take with you, and it's expressing something, and it's unique and everything else. And it's like, oh, that's. And other people comment on it like, oh, that's a cool T-shirt. Like, where did you get that? Like, oh, well, it's really cool. It's well, there's a story behind it immediately. It's going to create a connection. Whilst the other kind of art, like people can only really see it when they come into people's houses.
Yeah.
And people don't go around each other's houses as much as they used to in the old Victorian times in 1800s.
I know, totally.
Much.
Yeah.
Which is, and obviously with social media and everything else, like people see the artwork people get when it comes to like digital art, like NFTs and everything else. But you have to look for it effectively. It's not just like you stare when you're like going around your own business. It's something like a T-shirt. It's something that you kind of just see really easily.
Yep.
Just kind of cruising around. It's it's on display, and unlike other kind of artwork tattoos, you can change your T-shirt every day.
Yep. And it's accessible. Like I can afford a $40, $50 shirt. You know what I mean? And then, but like I would always have like shirts whenever I did art shows, and that's what sold, because it was, I can afford a shirt. I can't afford my own work. If I wanted $1,000 or 500, I can't afford it, but I can afford $60 or $40, So I kind of see it like, how do you make affordable art that, your fans, any level can wear or have. But yeah, especially now, like I think I love AI and everything, and I love playing with it, but it's just like right now, it's just been like, there's so much doomsday around it, and everyone's taking over, and it's like, no, I think it's another tool. There's cycles to it, and it's just fun, like doing things, tactile things with your hands,
Given the current world situation, I think like the whole AI data centers and compute, I think that's going to be laughed off very quickly. It's like, yeah, we just need to get like some food on the table.
Yeah, no, totally.
Transport things.
That's why we're farmers. Yeah, we're farmers. We grow 5 to 10 acres of organic corn a year, so we have food. At least that, and we're near a river. We can go hunting. We're near that. We're near like huge areas that we're allowed to go, and we have water with the river. So all the basics. We have a huge lake nearby. But the one that bad is we're like about like 45 minutes. We're like the first place down from Los Alamos. So there's definitely some issues with water, you know what I mean? Contamination and things like that. So you have to be careful. Yeah. My boyfriend, he used to work up there, so he knows way too much about like he worked in water quality management stuff. So you can imagine like the kind of issues, all the seepage from a place like Los Alamos would create.
I mean, I'm quite fortunate where I am, and there's lots of issues with water in UK as well, but mostly around London. And I'm kind of like at the estuary of this like super old river, which is where George